Get up, get focused, and get into your passion. Because we moeo everywhere we go. We love without limits. Today I'm out on the trail. I'm over here by Cootie Creek Dog Park, and I'm running down this section of the trail. And I noticed up in a tree, up in front of me, was this big hawk. Beautiful bird, big, majestic. And that hawk leapt off of the tree limb and started flying through the air. And I noticed and appreciated that he soared down over my head, behind me, and all the way out of sight. And never once did he beat his wings. He just spread them out and just soared along. And I thought, he used the wind that was prevailing at the time. He used the conditions, the circumstances, and used them to his advantage. He didn't fight against them. He just saw what was there, what circumstances prevailed, and he used the gifts that he had, that God has blessed him with, and got to where he was purposing to go simply by using what was given to him. And it made me think, how often do I fight against the circumstances? Do I decide I want to go from point A to point B, even if going that pathway requires me to fight against the current conditions that God has put me in? And then when I can't get there, I get frustrated. And it made me think, why don't we assess the conditions that God has put us in right now, the circumstances that we're in right now, and instead of looking for a way to fight against that, to try to get where we think we need to be, maybe we should use those current conditions to our advantage and use those to get to where God wants us to be. See, it kind of came to my mind that if I'm constantly fighting against the conditions that God has placed around me, maybe, just maybe, I'm fighting against God's plan. But if I decide I'm going to use the current conditions, the current circumstance, and I'm going to allow God to use me in the gifts He's given me, and I'm just going to spread the wings that He's given me and allow Him to take me where He desires for me to be in His plan right now. So what I want to do is quit fighting against the prevailing conditions that God has placed me in, and just spread my wings and allow God to direct me where I need to be. He's given me the gifts. He's given you the gifts. He has a plan for me and for you. Maybe we should quit fighting against that plan and follow it. Just like that hawk soaring on the thermals that were there. And yet he still got where he was supposed to be. The opportunities prevail in the conditions. Are you going to fight against them in hopes of creating your own purpose and plan? Or are you going to let God use you the way He wants to fulfill His purpose and plan in your life? Make the most of the opportunities that prevail. Moyo, everywhere we go.